Why do you think they just didn't have the sense of urgency defensively in the first half today?
I think we got caught up on the offensive end. We started off 7-0. We thought we were going to be outscoring them, and I thought we were tuned in today on the offensive end, and we're more worried about scoring than we were getting stops. And we tried to tell these guys over and over all week long how good these guys were from the perimeter, and how important it was to get the ball stopped and contain the ball. We just didn't do that.
I mean, their schedule's deceiving, but this is what they do. I mean, they don't need much time to get it off. Just what did you try to do in the second half to get them to come out a little bit more?
Well, we first of all, we guarded them better in the second half. Our bigs did a better job of not letting the ball turn the corner. We did that for sure. And then we also went small and switched 5. We struggle with teams with a 5-man that can shoot threes. And Perkins is a great example. Ferguson. Last year, the kid from SEMO that transferred to Creighton. But when we have to bring Pip away from the basket to to guard guys that shoot threes, that's when we struggle. And but they were really good today. I mean, he hasn't played that well, and he did today. So I think you have to give them credit. Their guards were saying, "Thank you, Buffalo," as we went off the floor, and I take it that is what Buffalo did to us, pick and pop. And but unlike Buffalo, there were 4 or 5 guys hitting threes today. We just didn't feel like we could guard them in a zone, so that's why we didn't go to zone.
Keith, is it a sense of frustration or aggravation when you score and lose ground? Because I mean, there were times you guys would score and you go down, they'd hit a 3, you'd score, they'd go down, hit a 3, and you're losing. I mean, that's got to be a little frustrating.
Well, when you're doing 2 for 3s, yeah, Les, I think the frustrating thing to me was when you cut it to 9 in the second half, and there was a lot of time left, and they came back and made that little 6-0 run on us, 2 threes. I think they had 2 threes in a row. The frustrating part is how we got deflated. And I was really frustrated when Aaron came down and did the charge. I think it was 9 at that time, maybe it wasn't, but we just panicked, and there wasn't any reason to panic. One of the things that we talked about with playing this team was they're going to hit threes. And every time they hit a 3, you can't put your head down. They're going to hit threes. And we said they're going to shoot 34 threes. See if we can hold them to 10 for 34. That was our goal. That was our goal, 10 for 34. And they went 15 for 34. And you think, all right, 15 for 34. That's 5 threes. That's 15 points. And you look at the game, and that's what we talked about.
How difficult is that as a coach? On 3 possessions or 4 possessions, they can put 12 points on you. I mean, that's got to make it a little difficult too to keep a handle on the game when they can score that fast.
Well, I think the frustrating part of it is that I think we have guys that can also shoot the basketball, but we didn't today. I mean, you look at our numbers from the 3. Our best 3-point shooter today went 1 for 7. So, I mean, we were 6 of 18 today, and one guy went 1 for 7 for 6 of those 18 shots. So I think that's the frustrating part of it, that certainly right now we're a little shorthanded, and when you're shorthanded, other guys have to step up, especially against good teams. You know, we go over to SEMO, we had 25 and 23 scored by Sean and Aaron. Isn't that right, Aaron? Sean and Aaron? 25 and 23. Well, today, that's not the point. I mean, Aaron Cook plays 25 minutes today, and that's probably one of Aaron's worst games I've ever seen him play today. But he has 0 points. We can't come up short.
Are they, as far as Cook is concerned, are they playing him differently than they did earlier in the season, teams, or what are they doing to shut him down, or is it all in his head?
I think it's a combination of both, Marv. I think people are getting in his shorts and pressuring him. Aaron is over-dribbling, and he's getting called for charges. He had 4 charges at Buffalo and had another charge today, and all he had to do was give the ball up, and he dribbled into a crowded area, and he just didn't have a good day today. He just didn't have a good day. You could tell it on his face, and we just couldn't get him going.
Does the break come at a good time? Is this, how do you approach this? You got,
Well, I think you're going to have 10 coaches that are going to answer the question like this. Everybody's got a clean slate, and we have an opportunity to get better. We need to practice. We really needed to practice this week. We couldn't because we ran into a bug that went through the entire team. But we'll get back and we'll practice and we'll get better to give us an opportunity. On January the 2nd, we play Missouri State, and we have the start of a new season, in a season in which I have great anticipation for, and I have great expectations for this team. Our goal has always been and still is to win a Missouri Valley Championship, and we get a chance to start that on January the 2nd.
when you're sitting at 7-3, won 5 in a row, and then this last 3 here to close out the non-conference, do you feel like you've let some things, the opportunity get away?
Well, yeah, I mean, I certainly, when you lose 3 in a row, I think a lot of that has to do with the people you're playing too. We've played 3 really good teams, but you should play better than what we have against Murray and what we've played against Winthrop. You should play a lot better. Regardless if you play better or not, you should have a lot more energy than what we're giving right now. And when you don't have energy, to me, that's a selfish trait. And I thought we were selfish today. I go back. I thought we were into our feelings today, and we can't do that.
You took Pippen out with 4 minutes left. Did you just feel you couldn't win with him at that point?
We just couldn't guard them with Pip in the game at that time. And they were running a set every time for Ferguson, and we knew what was going to happen. So that's what we did.
Any indication about Teague?
They told me it was not Teague's knee, it was his ankle. So, which I thought that was good news. Okay, guys, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
I don't want to ask it,
Yep.
and you don't want to answer it.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. Armand Fletcher will play when you guys see him run out on the floor. So I know you have to ask me, and I don't have a problem with that. Okay, thank you, guys. Merry Christmas.